Welcome, welcome. It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we bring another Professions of the Verse video. And today's profession is journalist or news journalist. And this is probably not one too many people are going to be interested in, but it is one that's going to be available in the game through the Reliant Mako from MISC. The Empire depends on an up-to-the-second information, which is why reporters need to be able to go where the news is happening, wherever, whenever. Enter the Mako. All the flexibility and dependability of a MISC Reliant combined with the state-of-the-art image enhancement suite and turret-mounted optics to capture every moment as it happens with the clarity and accuracy that makes headlines. So, as you heard, this is based off of the Reliant series, which is a starting ship, a starter. There are several variants of the Reliant out there. You've got the Core, the Mako, the Sin, and the Tana. The Mako is the news van version. It's dedicated to bringing the news. And as you can see in some of these pictures, they have all sorts of things to help with that endeavor. Again, not many of you probably want to do this in the verse, but it could be pretty cool. You could be able to follow the racing teams around the verse and get video footage of the racers in game and broadcast that to the rest of the verse. That might be kind of cool. It's kind of like being a streamer within the game. You could stream your news information to everybody across the galaxy while you're in the game. Everything in the game. Best way I could put it. Could be really, really cool. The way that they have this set up is that you would be able to do those live broadcasts, through your character, and people could tune into your station and your broadcast within the game, watch it on their holos or on their feeds or Moby glasses or whatever, and get up to the second information. So if any of you guys want to become journalistic stars, it's a good possibility you could do that with this ship and this mechanic. Now right now this is the only ship in the game that has this capability. There's no other ships that can do this. You're kind of out of luck if you want a bigger ship capable of doing this at the moment. This thing comes with all size small systems, propulsion, etc. It does have two weapons. They're both size 1s. They're not the hardest punching. Actually, this is inaccurate. They do come with two size 2 weapons. So, and it has two size 4s on the end that aren't weapons. They're the utility mounts for cameras. You could technically mount 2 cameras if you really, really wanted to, though I don't know how you would actually work that. I'm not even sure how the one camera is going to work that much, except for it should be just like a turret would work. So I imagine whoever is your co-pilot in this thing would have the ability to take all the footage while you pilot. That would make more sense, although they may give the pilot all the ability to do that. So I would prefer if the co-pilot had that ability, because you can concentrate on getting in the right spot. They can concentrate on getting good footage. It only makes sense to do that. We'll have to wait and see. You guys, let me know what you think about that down below. Do you think the pilot should be the one capturing the footage or the co-pilot? Now, I wouldn't disagree that if you're flying solo, you should have that ability to capture the footage. But to capture the best footage, I hope that the co-pilot will have some power over doing that. Just because I know that it's easier for somebody else to keep on target rather than the pilot sometimes. Plus, if you want to fly straight and shoot footage behind you, it would be really good to have a co-pilot do that. Again, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if it's all going to be worked from head tracking, gimbals, how that's going to work. They don't have this function in the game as of yet, and I can imagine this function will be priority way down the list, like not even on the radar until they get almost everything else in the game. Maybe if you guys pitch a big enough stink on the CIG forums, they will want to institute this mechanic in the game sooner, but I don't imagine too many people are going to do that. Let me know if being a journalist in game appeals to you in any way in the comments. You know, I can understand how it would, and I can understand how it wouldn't. It's kind of a niche job, a niche profession, but I can imagine making some decent money doing this, whether you're traveling and following the race teams, or maybe you want to capture the latest combat out in the verse. So maybe you follow around a mercenary unit and you do kind of like a documentary type thing live on the scene as they go into battle. You could capture both stuff in space, in the atmosphere, on the ground. Excuse me. You could easily hover over the action on the ground, but keep in mind, you may be a news journalist to one group. The other group, they may want to blow you out of the sky. So you might want to put the best shields on this thing. Right now it comes equipped with all stealth components, grade C. So they're not even the best stealth components, they're just decent. You might want the stealth components if you are going someplace that, you know, you don't want to be seen, but you still want to get the footage. So I could see how this ship might need those stealth components. If you're going to be cruising around a racetrack, or you're going to be doing some frontline footage from up close and personal, you're just going to want to upgrade to maybe some military components, like some grade A shields. You know, that may be an option for you, just in case somebody takes a shot at you. You'll want to be able to survive that at all costs, because survival is going to be the name of the game. Here you can see the optics on this wingtip. You could move them over to the other wingtip. It should be fully gimbaled. I don't know how gimbaled it'll be. Looks to me right now it would only rotate on the cap and not rotate up and down. I don't know. Well, again, that's not in the game yet. You can't use it. We have to wait and see. Much like all the other Reliants, you enter from the back through this little hatch. There is no cargo storage, so to speak of, in here. You had your two bunks over on the left. You do have a station on the right there. I imagine that's going to be used for editing footage and all of those fun things that you would do as a news reporter or journalist. It may even be able to control that remote turret for your camera. Could be cool. I do kind of like the way that this is all laid out in front. Right now it's holographic, and that's okay. It may be cooler that way. Yeah, there's no actual screens there for it to be on. As you can see, this ship in the hangar is always in the worst state possible. Components are even coming out of it. As we look at the old style Redeemer in front of us, out the very nice front viewport that gives you buku visibility. That means a lot of visibility. And we'll take another look around the ship. You can fly it in either its horizontal or vertical flight modes. CIG did change that about the Reliant. You no longer have to fly the thing in the vertical flight mode when your gear is up. You can fly it in either way. Thank goodness that they made that change. I think it was very much needed for this ship. The news van has the yellow markings. We'll have to wait and see if that's going to be all news vans or if they're going to let you customize it more. It may be, like ambulances are red and white, and maybe news vans are going to be yellow. Who knows? So guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon to let you know when I do more of these videos. If you're interested in joining an org, my org is Texas, and we're looking for more players. We get together frequently to play together. Saturdays we try to have huge org events. You guys are welcome to join us on those. I have a giveaway coming up this Saturday, March 7th, and it'll be for my subscribers, so try to get subscribed by Friday morning at 8 o'clock Central Time, and you can get entered for that drawing. Also, if you're new to the game, you can use my referral code. That information is down below. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.